Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I wanted to go through some of the plants that I keep in front of my south facing window. So these are the plants that I bring downstairs and kind of just keep it in front of this sliding balcony door that I have, which is in my kitchen. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And yeah, let's get started. So I literally keep these plants just in a big storage container so I can bring it up and down from my bedroom to the kitchen for just better lighting, because I only have a north facing window in my bedroom, whereas the kitchen has south facing window, which is super bright from literally I think like 10 or like 9 a.m. in the morning up until the sun sets. So I get morning light and I also get evening, afternoon, sunsetting light as well. So let me show you this giant container. So this is how it looks like. It's literally a container with the lid off, and I just keep it right in front of the window. Okay, so I'm gonna go through them one by one. Most of them are Hoyas because I don't have enough room in my bedroom with like the grow light situation, so I just keep this downstairs in the south facing window. So let's start off with this one. This one is my Hoya MANIPURENSIS that I got from Crystal Star Nursery. So it shot out a lot of new leaves. As you can see, like all this is new since being downstairs with the brighter light. And I've actually propagated this piece down here, which is actually starting to grow. So right over here. It's very hard to tell, but it is. So there's 3 separate pieces in here. The middle piece used to be shorter than this piece that's on the side here, but it has since outgrown it. Like, it's looking pretty good. So I might chop this soon when it starts to kind of lean over and can't support itself, so that I can make a bushier pot. This one is my Hoya Australis Lisa. So looking as beautiful as ever. These are the new leaves. They're slowly starting to fade to like a cream color, so it's like a light pink right now. It came out super hot pink, and as the leaf gets bigger and matures, it slowly fades. So really like the variegation on this one, and it's also been really easy. There's some new growth down here at the bottom as well. You guys can see that little piece that's shooting up from the plant on the side. So this is actually a cutting, this piece right here, and it's actually officially rooted and is pushing out new growth. So I'm really happy with this one. This one is the next one, which is my Hoya PENTAPHLEBIA. So this one has always been actually sitting in front of my north facing window in my bedroom, away from grow lights, and just north facing window. So what I realized was it's not enough for this Hoya, because even though it doesn't have variegation, it just has really big leaves, and I think it needs more light to photosynthesize that energy into producing new growth. And since bringing it downstairs to the south facing window, there's this like new tendril that shot out, which hasn't done that before. And I've had this for at least a couple months now, and this is like the first sign of new growth. So really happy with that. And this one actually takes up a lot of space in my little container because of this trellis and how big it is, but I really like the setup that it's in. I don't want to untrellis it. I think it would look really messy if I took it out of its trellis. It seems to be doing well, and it's happy, so hopefully the new leaves don't just fall off and actually forms into one of these beautiful leaves. So next up is my Hoya BILOBATA. So as you guys can tell, I like to keep a lot of my more established or bigger Hoyas in these plastic Amazon pots. So it's essentially like a nursery pot, but with harder plastic, and it has a drainage hole, and it comes with a little matching saucer. So how cute is that? I love it. So this one is my Hoya BILOBATA. As I was saying, it has super soft velvety leaves, and just like very like suede like, velvet like, not super like fuzzy, but it does have that like nice feeling. So I really like touching the leaves on this one, and it's also been growing really well. I've propagated it a couple times already, so I've chopped it I think in like 2 or 3 spots, and it's still like growing. So I don't think this particularly needs to be in a south facing window. It used to just be in my IKEA mini greenhouse with some grow lights, and it was also doing fine there, but I figured why not bring it down to the south facing window? I'm sure it's slightly happier, I don't know. But I had space, so I wanted to clear up some space inside my greenhouse so that I can keep my orchids there and then bring these downstairs. So this one is the BILOBATA. So this one is my Hoya rotundiflora, and it's also super big, and it looks like it's never growing, but that's only because I'm constantly cutting this and I'm propagating it, I'm trading it with friends, I'm selling pieces. So it's just, it always looks the same every time I show it on my channel, but believe me, it's growing, and I really like this one because it's very drought tolerant. I hardly ever water this guy. I only ever water it when the leaves get soft, because these leaves are generally so stiff. I find they're like on par with the Hoya carryi's in terms of like thickness and stiffness. So this one is a really easy like Hoya that will tell you when it's thirsty and needs a good watering. And yeah, it's really enjoying the extra sun. And I haven't rotted this guy, so that's a plus, and good job, Gloria. Next one is my Hoya PACHYCLADA white, I think. Yes. So the white is the one with white flowers when it, and if it ever blooms for me. But yeah, this one is one of my favorite Hoyas because it's so easy. It's so simple, yet it's so like intricate. I don't know how to explain it, but the veining is very, very, very subtle. The leaves are fuzzy, and the leaves are really thick. So pretty much everything I'm looking for in a Hoya, to be honest. And it's just a very compact grower, so it doesn't look really leggy or like shoot out really long tendrils, which I don't really like. So I really like, oh no, I just tipped over my Pentaphlebia. Literally tried to step on it. So now there's soil all over my floor. But yeah, we're just gonna ignore that and continue talking about this PACHYCLADA. So yeah, I really recommend this for beginners because it's so easy. It doesn't ask for much. Pretty sure if it was in my north facing window, it would still also be doing okay. But I think because I love it so much, I wanted to give it some extra light and extra care, so that's why it's in the south facing window. So here is a plant that's not a Hoya. So this one is the philodendron white princess, which is coming out with a new leaf. It's looking really cute. So it's starting to come out of its like little sheath thing, and I don't want to touch it too much. But yeah, this one is doing really well and is enjoying the extra light. Hopefully not all the leaves will look like this because I don't want it fully white. I want leaves that look like this. This is the perfect amount of whiteness where there's a chunk of variegation and then the remaining leaf is green. And that way it will actually grow nice and quick. It won't stunt the growth, and the leaf won't just like brown and fall off. So yeah, this one has now been transferred into this plastic little Amazon pot, which is similar to all my Hoyas, and now they all kind of look the same, which I really like, that like continuity. I don't know. But yeah, it's really cute, really cute. Next up is my Hoya OBOVATA variegata. So I try to keep more of my variegated Hoyas if they're like smallish in this container in the south facing window, because with less chlorophyll, the leaves do need kind of like a brighter situation in order to kind of maintain the variegation. So I really do quite enjoy this OBOVATA variegata. The variegation is also on the inside, which is what I like, as opposed to having the variegation on the outside border. And yeah, this one's growing pretty like wonky looking, like it's like curving off to the side there. I might trellis it up, but it also looks like it's stable enough to just kind of stand on its own. So it hasn't needed a trellis all this time, and I probably won't trellis it for the time being until it flops over like a lot, because I'm running out of like clips for trellises, and I don't want to use too much Velcro, especially for Hoyas, because like I like to adjust them, so the clips are a lot more just like easy to deal with. So yeah, this one is the Hoya OBOVATA Variegata. My other OBOVATA is also here, and this is just the regular green one, which has very round, beautiful leaves. I actually like this OBOVATA more than the variegated version, just for the shape of the leaves. I really like how cute and round these are compared to the wonky looking shapes of the variegated one. I accidentally knocked off the new growth tip that was on the plant, which made me really sad, and then the white Hoya juice came out, so I knew I damaged the plant, but that's okay. It's still doing well. This one is my Hoya Fungi Pink, and the new leaf is right here. So it's still a little bit lighter green compared to the other leaves, but very, very beautiful Hoya. Definitely one of my favorites. It's very similar to me personally to the PACHYCLADA, which has the light veining, the kind of stiffer leaves, and just slightly fuzzy. So really like this. It's been easy. It grew out a new leaf. It hasn't been giving me trouble, and I think I will continue keeping this in the south facing window. This one is a new plant that I haven't showed you guys, but I actually got myself a CEBU pothos. So this one is really small. What I originally bought it as was a 4-leaf cutting, and it was just like one single cutting with like roots on it, but I decided to chop it up into 3 pieces, and it's just rooting away in soil. So I like how there's a slight bluish sheen to the leaves. It's not super blue, like it's not a blue leaf. You're not gonna find a blue leaf anywhere. It's a green leaf with like a blue sheen, and it just has like longer leaf shapes compared to a regular golden pothos or like a marble queen pothos, and I think it's unique. I'm really hoping this pot will eventually fill out because it's looking a little sad and bare right now, but once it starts growing, I know they grow fast, so not too worried. And for some reason, CEBU blue pothos are very expensive in Canada, and I didn't want to spend any more than I already did on this plant. Okay, down to my last couple plants. This video is a lot longer than I thought it would be. So this one is the Hoya elliptica that I potted up recently, and it's just in its pot of soil trying to root some more, and I can't wait till this guy gives me some new leaves. I really like the veining on this one. This one looks a little bit more like lighter green than my other Hoyas. I think it might be like from too much sun. I don't really know, but I figured I'd just keep it in the south facing window and hope for the best because clearly it's used to a lot of sun. So this one is my Hoya CALISTOPHYLLA short leaf, and the new growth is showing right here. So it's just a tiny little leaf right now, and it's super cute. So this one is not having any trouble with its new growth. It's not falling off, so I don't think this one needs as high of a humidity as my caudata, because with my caudata I moved it to my greenhouse so that I would have higher humidity and not have so much stress of like trying to push out new leaves and then it would just like fall off. So the CALISTOPHYLLA is enjoying the extra sun, which I'm pretty sure this one needs more sun anyway, so yeah, it's doing well. Okay, this one is my last plant, and it's the Hoya Bella Reverse Variegated. So this one, because once again it's a variegated Hoya, I wanted to give it higher light, and that's why. It even gets like a little bit of direct sunlight, so the entire box gets a little bit of sunlight, like direct sunlight, more towards just like the noon hours, so like maybe noon to like 2 p.m. And then as the sun starts like setting and going towards the west side, there's like a building that kind of blocks the window, so that's why I'm not too concerned with keeping the plants right up against the window. I know if you have like no covering at all, putting it that close to the south facing window, you're probably going to burn your leaves. But for me, I only have like maybe like 1 or 2 hours of direct sunlight on these plants, and it's okay. So yeah, this one is the Hoya Bella, which I really, really like. This one's my favorite out of all the Bellas, and I'm really glad I bought it. That pretty much concludes today's video. Those are all the plants that I keep inside my big storage container that's in front of my south facing window, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below if you guys have a south facing window and what is your favorite plant that you keep in front of that window. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.